Oh, change my background and I'm
Miss
gonna
Renu, we're
change.
good to go.
Oh, yeah, but Mohammed, we're starting. So sit down, please.
We are starting.
Give me a second. Ready?
Yes.
Good
No,
morning,
no, no.
everyone. Happy New Year to everybody, and welcome to Conquer the Mic, Voices of the Future, being brought to you by Genius Kids and Radio Zindagi. I'm Miss Renu, very happy to be here and wishing everybody a wonderful 2021. Hopefully, we're going to have an amazing start. And I'm truly excited about today's show because today, Conquer the Mic has got to the point where we are now international. And I'm so excited because we have some new friends on our show that we're going to be meeting with soon. But before I do that, quick reminder to everyone that this show is every Saturdays from 11 o'clock to 11:30. We've decided to make it a 30-minute show so that we can focus on a few kids every week. And you can participate from any part of the world that you want. We have different age groups every week. And all you need to do is email me, renud@gmail.com, or go to our website, geniuskidsonline.com, and send us an email. We'll send you the schedule all the way through till March. So you have plenty of time, and we've given you topics you can pick from. You have plenty of time to get your little amazing speakers prepared for our show. And the purpose of the show is it's not a competition, it's a presentation, it's a platform. As we all know, public speaking and communication is a very critical life skill, and especially now, what the world is going through today, we need some powerful leaders in this country. And these young faces you see on the screen, this is the future of the world. So we can give them a platform, an opportunity to come on screen, talk about different things that they're passionate about. This is simply an experience for them to not only be seen by the world, but to give them a chance to share and win with words. In other words, win the audience with the words, because we know words are powerful, just like music. So on that note, I want to introduce my amazing team. So I'm going to begin with my favorite RJ sitting over there, Miss Ira from Radio Zindagi, who always gives up a Saturday morning for us. So thank you, Miss Ira. Welcome and Happy New Year.
Well, thank you. And it's not like really giving up my Saturday morning. I look forward to this show because I love being a part of this panel. And in the previous shows that we did in the last year, there was so much that we learned. It was so interactive and absolute fun. So,
Well, I'll ask you the same question when the mall's open, okay? Right now,
I will still not be going to the mall at this time, so I will still be here.
I
Maybe
know right now we're all confined in our homes. We can't go shopping. But when the mall's open, I hope to still see you sitting on that chair.
You will. 11 o'clock in the morning is no time to go to the mall.
Anyway, also the rest of my team, I have Miss Marufa from Dublin Station. Welcome, Miss Marufa. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Ms. Renu. Good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year. Very excited to be part of this show, especially today being the first show of the year. And we have a global audience here. So I'm really excited and looking forward to it.
Thank you. And a special shout out to Marufa's mommy. Happy birthday, Marufa's
Oh,
mommy.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And my gosh, she surely is very pretty, Marufa. I know where you get your good genes from now.
Thank you.
So, and then of course we have Miss Shiva from San Jose Berryessa campus. Welcome, Miss Shiva.
Thank you, Renu. Good morning, everyone. Wish you all a very, very happy new year. I'm so excited to the show because especially we have kids from different parts of the world. What could make it more special?
Yes.
Wish you all the very best, kiddos. I'm waiting to hear your presentation.
And then last but not least, we have Miss Ranjani from San Ramon Boulevard, Marketplace in Dublin, who's representing her team. Welcome, Miss Ranjani.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Ms. Renu. Thank you, Ms. Ira, for putting this show on a Saturday morning for us. And welcome, kiddos. Wishing you all a very happy new year. I'm so excited to be part of the show, and I'm so excited to hear today's topics as well. It's all my favorite about animals, so let's see what you got.
Yes, and a quick reminder to everybody, today we have contestants from South Africa, my favorite continent, because I'm from East Africa. We have Chad over there. We're going to be meeting with him soon. And then, of course, we have Vaidahi from Nigeria. My gosh, Africa rules. Yoo-hoo! And of course, let's not forget our good old Americans, Mohammed and Ayad, from right here in the Fremont area. So back to you, Miss Marufa. Take over as a host, and I'll keep interfering in between.
Thank you, Ms. Renu. Welcome, everyone. So I'll go ahead and start with our first participant. Mohammed, are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself first?
Yeah. So I'm 16 years old and I live in the United States, like all of you guys know. I live in California. And yeah.
And which grade do you go to?
I'm a sophomore.
Okay, sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what are you going to talk about today, Mohammed?
Today, my topic is about what rights should animals have.
Sure, go ahead.
All right, so before I start my presentation, going vegan has nothing to do with this. I'm not vegan, so this has nothing to do with going vegan, okay? So the rights I think that animals should have is that there should be more strict rules and punishments for animal abuse. Usually, I've stumbled across this information saying that in the United States, usually animal abusers end up receiving 1 year jail sentence along with $1,000 fine, while a murderer ends up getting a death penalty and life in prison. So I think a human being killing another person with flesh, blood, and feelings almost gets his life taken away, and a person who abuses another animal in another body who also has flesh, blood, and feelings only gets 1 year in jail. So I think an animal abuser should be getting more than a decade in jail or a life sentence. And number two is that I think we should give animals faster deaths. Not usually when animals get eaten and cooked, so they always get their throat slashed, end up getting thrown in boiled water or getting skinned alive, etc. I don't think we need to give them pain and suffering because that doesn't make a difference. So better off giving them a faster death if you want to eat them. And number three is that we should ban fossil fuels. Fossil fuels is one of the biggest causes of climate change or global warming, which our 45th president does not believe in. Usually, global warming is also affecting wildlife as well by giving us more droughts, wildfires, killing more plants, affecting environments of animals who especially live in grasslands. Usually, and number four is that I think pet abuse should be taken care of immediately because whenever there's a footage of a guy abusing his dog, then it takes time for people to bring awareness to this, and the proper authorities don't do anything to take care of it. So I think proper authorities like police officers should be being more active around animal abuse, and also if there's a footage found of a guy abusing his pet, you should not hesitate on finding the person and giving him the punishment he deserves. And thank you for listening to my presentation.
Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you very much for addressing some critical issues. And on a note, when we're talking about animals, we refer to pets and animals that we eat. But let's not forget wildlife. And I know our friends from Africa are privileged, like I was, where we didn't have to go to the zoo because we have wildlife roaming around in our national parks. And I'm going to ask some questions later on. So the wildlife, when people kill elephants for tusks as well, it's absolutely terrible. So I totally agree with you. Thank you, Mohammed. And you talked about being a vegan in the beginning. It was nothing about being a vegan. So were you recommending that people become vegetarian?
No, I don't. I'm just saying that I'm not like we don't have to ban eating animals. It's not affecting anything. We're just doing the right thing for survival. I think like beating animals for fun and stuff is wrong against animal abuse. That's what I'm saying.
Which also means taming animals possibly for a circus show as well.
Yeah, that too.
Yes. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful presentation. Over to you, Miss Marufa.
Thank you, Mohammed. That was a very strong speech. I loved it. So I'll move on to our next participant. Miss Ayat, are you ready?
Yes.
How are you today, sweetie?
Good.
And how old are you?
9.
9. So which grade you're in?
3rd grade.
3rd grade. Oh, and by the way, where are you from?
California.
From California. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. And what are we going to talk about today?
If dinosaurs were on land.
Okay.
Speak a little louder. We can't hear you, Ayat. Come closer and speak a little louder.
If dinosaurs were on land.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, Ayat.
Hello, my name is Ayat, and today I'll be talking about if dinosaurs were on land. You could have different ideas. These are my ideas. First, I would take photos of the dinosaurs. So I can learn about the body parts and even search about it. And maybe you could do some of my chores or go to the grocery. I'm not saying he'll do all my chores. I'll help him. Can I keep a dinosaur? Well, if I can, totally. Because I want to ride one. I want to ride one because I get to see the whole Earth. What would you do if dinosaurs were in Earth? Thank you for listening to my presentation.
Oh, that was very cute. Thank you, Ayat.
So Ayat, are you sure your brother Mohammed is going to let you keep a dinosaur in the house to do chores? Because I think Mohammed likes to bully you and give you jobs to do, right? Does he do that? Does he make you run around and do his errands? Ah, really, Mohammed? Are you a good brother? Well, then be prepared. Miss Sayat is going to be bringing a dinosaur to your room. That's very cute, Miss Sayat. And if you had a dinosaur, Miss Sayat, what would you name it? Don't say Miss Renu. I know I'm getting extinct very soon. Don't say that.
Thank
You
you, Ayat. That was a great performance.
Okay, I'll come back to you with that question. You think of a name for your dinosaur. All right, Miss Marufa. And really quickly, for those who've just tuned in, this is Conquer the Mic being brought to you by Genius Kids, Voices of the Future. And we have our global team here today, and they're just giving some amazing speeches. And the theme is about dinosaurs, about if you dinosaurs roam the earth, and also about, what are the rules that we should change to save animals. And a point here is during the COVID times, which we're still going through, so many animals have been adopted because a lot of people are alone at home. So animals are, some of the best pets you can have. Sometimes they're better behaved than human beings. But I won't get started on that topic. Miss Marufa, back to you.
Thank you, Miss Renu. So I'm really excited to introduce our next participant. Vaidehi, how are you today?
Hello. Hello, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, sweetie. Where are you from?
I am from Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay, so and how old are you and which grade do you go to?
I am 10 years old and I am in grade 5.
Grade 5. Awesome. Okay. Welcome to the show, Vaidehi. We are really happy to have our global participants today in the show. What are you going to talk about?
I'm going to talk about rights of animals.
All right. Go ahead and get started. Go ahead, Vaidehi.
In my surroundings, I have many goats. In my surroundings, I have many goats and hens. And when I see them, they make me really happy. But at the same time, make me feel sorry for them. Humans have rights, so why don't animals have rights to live a natural life? Why don't they have freedom? Freedom from tight spaces. What if someone puts you in a cage where you cannot even move? Animals should have the freedom to move around freely. What if someone kills your loved ones in front of your eyes for their pleasure? Would you infect your friends and leave them untreated? If not, why do you do such things to animals then? Animals should not be experimented on, and that they should not be killed or bred for food, medicine, and clothes. Animals should not be kept in cages or be hunted for food. Now, we should not eat burgers, chicken burgers, as we can replace it from a veg burger. And then we can, instead of animal skin purses, we can use fabric purses or artificial leather purses. And animals should have a right of living in a space and clean environment. So we should not cut down trees or pollute rivers and lakes, as it is a home to many animals. These are some things that I think animals should have a right on. So thank you for listening.
Wonderful. Thank you, Miss Vaidehi. Wow. Amazing. I can definitely feel the passion of animals coming from you, goats
You're
and
welcome.
hens. And tell us a little bit about which part of Nigeria you're from, which city?
Lagos.
You live in Lagos. Were you born there or did you move there?
No, actually, I am an Indian, but then I moved to Nigeria.
Okay,
Lagos.
wonderful. Wonderful. And is your mommy near you? I'd like to say hi to your mommy if she's willing to come on the screen. Is she there or is she hiding?
Yeah, she's there.
Hi, Mrs. Parikh. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Very
Hello.
well, thank you. That was amazing. It's so wonderful to see such powerful speeches being given from around the world. I'm so thrilled to meet you. And I don't know what
Yeah,
language they
it's
speak
so
in Nigeria, but from Kenya, Jambo, habari yako.
Yeah, we speak English here only.
What is the mother tongue
Yeah.
language or the local dialect? What's the language they speak there in Nigeria, the local dialect?
Locally is a Hausa, Yoruba, like that. But people understand English, so we are used to it.
Right, wonderful.
Yeah,
Well, I hope to
so-
see you. I know we're going to have Vaidehi's brother on the show in another show, but I hope to have her back on all our shows. She's an amazing speaker.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Vaidehi, continue to stay on. It was wonderful to listen to you. What do you think, ladies? Isn't that wonderful?
Amazing.
Completely. Yeah.
Yes,
Great
yeah,
job.
you've really
I love the
addressed some
passion
very-
that you have for your animals, Vaidehi.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. And you brought up some very good points about caging and about the handbags, you know, so wonderful. Thank you so much. Back to you, Miss Marufa.
Thank you, Ms. Renu. And I just have to say this, Vaidhi, you're very lucky. Like you said, you get to see like animals around you, like hens and other birds and animals you mentioned. I think that's a
Yeah.
privilege too. We don't get that here, right? So that was really,
Don't get me started on that one.
we'll say a few more minutes for you, Ms. Renu. We want to know more about it. All right, so let's move on to our next participant. Hi, Chad. How are you?
Hi.
Hi,
I'm
welcome
good,
to
and
the
you?
show.
Come a little closer to your microphone so we can hear you loudly. Yes, perfect.
Hi, Chad. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi. Where are you from, Chad?
I'm from South Africa.
South Africa. Amazing. And how old are you, sweetie?
I'm 11 years old.
11 years old. And which grade do you go to?
I'm gonna go to grade 6 this year.
Sixth grade. Amazing. Okay. What are you going to talk about today?
I'll be talking about if dinosaurs never went extinct.
Okay. Amazing. All right, Chad. Go ahead and get started.
If dinosaurs never went extinct, mammals wouldn't be able to exist and evolve into big animals such as elephants. For example, the Triceratops and the rhinoceros look similar due to the rhinoceros basically taking the place of the Triceratops. If Triceratops never went extinct, then the rhinoceros would have never existed. And Triceratops would be walking on the grasslands. And if they were to come back today, then the cities would get destroyed to make space for the bigger dinosaurs. So, another thing that would happen is with a lot of herbivore dinosaurs back and eating leaves, there would be a lot of trees would get destroyed to make space for the herbivores to eat them. Without much trees, there won't be as much oxygen, which will contribute to global warming. If dinosaurs never went extinct, humans wouldn't evolve. Due to the dinosaurs being around, humans wouldn't be able to evolve from the monkeys. Because the monkeys wouldn't be able to evolve from the smaller rat-sized mammals, and instead there'd be dinosaurs that look like monkeys in the trees. And that's it. That's my topic.
Thank you. Very nicely done, Chad. Wonderful. Let me ask you, which part of South Africa are you from? Which city?
I'm from the city of Port Elizabeth.
Port Elizabeth. And were you born there?
Yes.
And what's the local dialect that they speak there?
It's English and Afrikaans.
Oh, English and Afrikaans. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let me ask you, do you have any wild animals in South Africa? Like in Kenya, I grew up with national parks. Do you have animals around in South Africa where you are?
Yeah. There's a lot of national parks in South Africa.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That's
One of the
amazing.
famous
I
ones
love the way
is
you
the
I love the way in your speech, how you related humans coming from the apes and the monkeys, the rhinoceros from, I think it was the triceratops. You know too much about dinosaurs. I'm not even going to try my dinosaur names here right now. But I love the way you addressed the evolution of all the animals into who we are today. Absolutely. And ladies, what do you think? This is amazing. It's just so nice to hear different accents as well on the show. I don't feel like I'm the only one with an accent now.
Truly, Reina, truly. Now
Right.
they both, Vaidehi and Chad, made me to go and explore more about South Africa and the animals. And in the end of the show, you should tell us how your childhood was in South Africa as well.
In
You're
East
from
Africa, mine in
right?
East Africa. Yeah. We'll need a couple of shows for that one, but really good. So really quickly, Chad, I'd love to know, how are things, sitting here in America, we know how much we're suffering right now with COVID. How are things in South Africa with COVID? Are you going to school or are you studying from home?
The schools are closed.
Okay.
And they're gonna be, but they will soon be open on the 25th of January.
Okay. All right. So you've been studying online from home for school?
Now I've been studying at school, and last year we went one day to school and the next day we didn't. So,
Oh, okay. Okay. Are you looking forward to going back and seeing your friends?
no, not really.
Okay. And do you guys have to wear a mask in back home? Wherever you go out, you have to wear a mask, right?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. What about you, Vaidehi? How are things in Lagos?
Actually, in Lagos, the second wave started, and the cases are increasing. So
okay.
my family is not going out, and I have online classes. So
Okay, wonderful. Well, we're all in the same boat over here, and we just have a few more minutes left. So, ladies, really quickly, if you'd like to say something to our participants before we wrap up, Marufa?
Sure. I mean, it was amazing, Ms. Renu, hearing all these different accents and learning about different countries. I only knew about the South African cricket team. Now I'm a big fan of the country itself. And it was nice to learn about Nigeria as well. So special thanks to Chad and Vaidehi, and of course, our locals, Mohammed and Ayat. Awesome.
Yes. And Shiva?
Awesome presentation, my friends. It's very nice to see kids from different parts of the world sharing your experience and thought. It gives me a great pleasure to be a part of this team and to listen to all these future leader voices. Wish you all the best. I'm sure you all will go places.
Ranjani?
Yeah, it was amazing to hear all your speeches today, and especially the thoughts on animal rights and how the dinosaurs, if they were to roam the earth today, it was really amazing. I do have a question for all of you guys. So you guys talked so much about animals and animal rights. How many of you know, the animals that are on the verge of extinction today? Can anybody name a few animals that are on the verge of extinction?
Chad, do you have an answer? Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. And the animals on the verge of extinction are because of humans. If
Yes.
humans don't stop what they're doing now, then then a lot of animals will extinct in the near future.
Correct.
Correct. And especially the rhinoceros that you were talking about, Shad, is one of the animals that are on the verge of extinction. Tigers and cheetahs and all around the world, we have so many animals that are on the verge of extinction. And it's people like you, the future of tomorrow, who need to save everything for, the kids of the future. So all the very best to you guys. Keep up the great work.
Yes, and when I was a little girl, we didn't have Zoom, and I used to have to write letters to my pen pals who lived all across the different parts of the world. So I hope Chad, Vaidehi, Ayat, Mohammed, you can continue to actually get to know each other, learn about each other's countries, and continue to be on our show so that we can present the voices of the future. So I hope you've enjoyed this experience. Mohammed, thank you always for presenting such thoughtful ideas. Miss Ayat, you're just always so cute, and kudos to your new haircut. I need to know who your hairdresser is. And Vaidehi and Chad, just so lovely to hear from you. I think one of our other contestants was struggling possibly to join. He was coming in from Romania, so hopefully we'll see him next week. We'll be back here next week, friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Conquer the Mic, Voices of the Future, being brought to you by Genius Kids. And don't forget, Genius Kids offers virtual learning as well as on-site learning. And if you actually go to my page today, we have a 2-year-old that started to read all because of his virtual class. So if anyone out there thinks that preschoolers don't know how to read and can't learn virtually, you haven't come to Genius Kids yet. Over to you, Miss Ira. Thank you so much, friends.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here, for being a part of this show. Thank you, parents, also for making this possible. And also remember that, as you can see, where we are here with Vaidehi and Chad and Mohammed and Aya. This platform is open to kids all over the world. So if you would like your child to be a part of this show, send an email to Miss Renu. Her email address is rennu@gmail.com. See you guys. Thank you very much for being here. See you next week.
Thank you. Have a great Saturday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Go ahead.